Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, welcome. So I want to share with you guys drinks that you can have and enjoy instead of alcohol. Okay, so I wanted to share this with you guys because I know a lot of you have found me and you're sober or you're on some type of healing journey or spiritual journey. I personally have never been that big of a drinker. Ever since I had a spiritual awakening, I don't indulge in alcohol. Okay, and so it's not for religious reasons. It's not because I'm not allowed to. I just really have learned what it really is, and I paid attention to what it did to my body, to my mood. Like chemically, alcohol is a depressant, and so even though it makes you feel really happy when you're drinking, the next day your body is trying to find equilibrium, it's trying to find balance. The next day you feel very depleted, like you feel depressed and you feel dehydrated. And that's the reason that people can get into a vicious cycle, because then you're not feeling so great the next day because it took you up and now you went really far down. So then you drink again just to get back up, and so you can get into a bad cycle. I just stay away from it. And also, you know how they call alcohol spirits? Everything is spiritual on earth, and alcohol itself, when you consume it and it's in your body, it's a spirit. Okay, they literally called it spirits before, and it has a different effect on everybody, and it also depends on what type of liquor someone is drinking. So that's why you notice some people, they are really funny, but some people get violent, some people get real lustful, real touchy, real grabby, or real wild, promiscuous, rambunctious, annoying, crazy. You know, people can get into trouble, maybe they want to fight, like their shadow selves can come out. So in a sense, I kind of just see it as darkness, like, but in a bad way. I really just avoid drinking. I'm not saying I'm never gonna have a drink again, but I just always think twice. And if I do have a drink, it might be once a year. I think to myself, do I want to consume these spirits, like straight up? And so there's ways to feel happy and have a great time in your natural energy with your natural self without the harmful things it does to your body. You know, alcohol can truly harm you and kill you. There's alcohol poisoning. So many people get hurt when they're drinking, and so it's crazy how it's legal when you turn 21, but then something like weed was illegal for a long time when that's like a natural herb. So it's pretty crazy to think about. But these days I'm just like sober and I love it because I've learned like when I'm actually feeling happy and when I'm not, more of a clear mind, and I can pay attention to my body, like when I need more rest or when I have a lot of energy. It's natural, and so I love that. I love this sober life I'm living. So anyways, I wanted to share with you guys, because let's say you're going out with your friends, you're going to a concert, or you're going to like a get together at your friends, or you're going out dancing, whatever you're doing. There's other little ways that we can enjoy ourselves or like treat ourselves that are not liquor, but it kind of has a similar effect, just healthier. And you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, alcohol killed 3 out of my 4 grandparents. Okay, so it's evil, but they make it look good, right? Because it's just what so many people do. You've seen it and you think it's normal, but is it though? So you got to decide for yourself what type of life you want to live. But I'm proud of you if you're watching this video, because you're just interested in like, okay, well, what's something else I can drink, right? Okay, so what you can do, if you used to like margaritas, for example, a big jug of ice water, like similar to this in this mason jar, but I'll just put a lot of lime juice and lime slices, and I'll put sea salt in the water, in the ice water. So when you're drinking it, it's tangy and a little bit sour and salty, but it's refreshing and it's hydrating your cells, has the electrolytes, so it's just really good for you. Another option is to do like iced coffee. And I love this because caffeine gives you a similar effect. It's definitely like an upper. Now, I'm not saying like go crazy on the coffee and just drink a bunch of coffees, but if you enjoy, like, it's a treat. So whereas some people see going out to drink as a treat, or like not all the time, hopefully, right? So the same thing with the iced coffee. It's going to make you feel so happy, so giddy. And now that I'm sober, whenever I drink coffee, I actually feel the effects of it. Whereas before, I was drinking coffee and I didn't feel any different. Like when I used to smoke weed, when I used to drink alcohol, I couldn't, coffee felt like it tasted like any other drink. But now, like when you cleanse your body and you do consume caffeine, you're gonna feel the effects of it. So a little bit hyper or silly or things like that. So it's kind of like a little mini turn up. Yeah, an iced coffee is something you can do. Another alternative to drinking alcohol when you're going out is to create a mocktail. So whatever is your favorite vibe, tropical drinks, do you like what kind of drinks do you like to go for? Make it without the alcohol. And so you can have a lot of fun this way. You can do like a ginger ale, you can do like a mojito but virgin, or pina colada, like a coconut flavor. You can do like a mango vibe, strawberry, lime, orange, like, and so you can have fun this way, play with flavors and see what you really like. A sangria would be really good, but just no liquor. And sometimes I know I've heard like that wine can be considered healthy or has some health benefits. Like I look at alcohol the same way I look at rubbing alcohol. So like, are you gonna go to your medicine cabinet, open it up and drink some rubbing alcohol? Like no, you know. And like imagine like a little kid, if you have a cup of liquor right there and like a kid goes up and smells it, like they're gonna be like, ew, yuck. And so we're no different. We might trick ourselves to get accustomed to things that are just no good for us. It's hurtful, harmful to your body. And so it's kind of tricky because it's like in the culture to just go out, drink, but it's just not good for you. You know, when it comes to drinking, it's a similar vibe to smoking weed. A lot of people might turn their nose up at smokers, like smoking weed, like, oh my God, it's a drug. But okay, well, what is liquor though? Know that anytime you're reaching for any substance to try to escape pain or to make yourself feel better, which is like the same thing as trying to escape pain, then that's not going to solve it. And it's normally, when you don't deal with the real issue, not only does it still exist, but now you're making it worse because you're ignoring how you feel and you're reaching for something that's giving you temporary happiness. You felt like you almost solved the problem, but you didn't. So it's so much deeper than we might think. You know, the only time that I even think like, oh, I want, like, should I go get a bottle of wine? Like, I'll catch myself thinking that, like, rarely. But if I do, it's because I'm going through a hard time. So be honest with yourself. A lot of people will be like, oh, I want to drink because I had a hard week at work or whatever. But there's just other ways to relieve stress that are a bit healthier. So yeah. Something else we can do when we want to treat ourselves. What else can you drink besides alcohol? They have these probiotic sodas now. Like I know Poppi is a really popular brand and they're pretty good. Like they're pretty tasty. It's bubbly, it's refreshing. You can throw like some fresh fruit in there or like mint leaves or things like that. But they have the probiotics, so it's good for your guts, like a healthy gut. So it's for your wellness. It's to feel good. And so yeah, it has a bit of sugar, but that's all right. Like I'd rather do something like that, a probiotic soda, than reach for like liquor. So let's see, what's another option? Oh my gosh, kombucha. Kombucha is so good. You can find it like at Sprouts or any health food store for sure, but it's like a fermented tea. It's gonna give you kind of like a little bit of a buzz too. So I'm not certain. I think there might be a little bit of alcohol in kombucha, but it's a way healthier alternative to liquor. Okay, so I looked it up and kombucha has like 0.5% alcohol. Okay, so yeah, it's up to you, but it does give you, like, it gives you a similar vibe. You know, I had some last summer when I was hanging out by the pool with one of my friends. It was so, so, so delicious. And so again, you guys, like, just to feel good inside, you want to take care of yourself. You matter so much, and your health matters, and your mental health, your emotional state. So like if you are like going through it, you don't want to add to your stress. You don't want to make it worse. You don't want to feel worse than when you initially wanted to drink, right? And so that's why these are the things that I'll reach for instead. And after a while, you'll just get used to it. And then if you, for some reason, you drink alcohol, you're gonna see like how it really makes you feel. So even maybe take a break, and or you can always interchange it, like change it up sometimes and see how people react to you. They might be like, why aren't you drinking? Right? But anyway, so let's see. Okay, so the last drink that I want to share with you guys that you can do. Okay, so this matters. If you're a spiritual woman, especially watching this, like I recommend this. If you know ahead of time that you're going out, create a drink like an herbal tonic. So any type of tea that you want to use, and you can infuse it with certain herbs depending on something you're trying to manifest. And so let's say you're trying to manifest love into your life or more health. See which herbs are associated with this. In fact, I have some, so let me share them with you. Okay, so okay, so I had to find my old notebook because I remember studying this like when I first started learning like about chakras and spirituality and things like that. So okay, let's say you're gonna make an herbal tonic, and keep in mind that when you brew a tea, you can sweeten it with something like honey or agave or your favorite sweetener. You can make it iced, and you can add fruit. You can add bubbly water. It feels like it's kind of like a mocktail, but okay, so you can manifest through it. So herbs you can use: lavender. You can infuse lemongrass, so if you like more of a citrusy flavor, and this is going to help you with your solar plexus. So if you want to tap into your power, infuse it with lemongrass. If you want to manifest love, then use rose. Drink like a rose tea, and it's so beautiful because you can play with the different natural flavors. I promise you it tastes way better than alcohol. And you can even do like a milk tea. Put some oat milk into the rose tea, or any type of plant milk, macadamia nut milk. There's so many beautiful ways that we can create our own vibe for not very much money either. And so you don't have to even go to Starbucks. You don't have to go get some fancy drink at the store. This is something we can do with just clean spring water and a few herbs, you know. And so what do you want to bring into reality? Okay, I'm going to list down below because lavender is actually associated with your third eye. And so I remember drinking lavender tea so much. Like 3 years ago, I would have a cup of lavender tea all the time. Now if you're going out, lavender is more of a chill vibe, so I don't know if you'd want to do that, but maybe you need to relax, all right? And so instead of weed, like you're reaching for lavender or chamomile. But I'm going to list down below which herbs are associated with which chakra, which are the energy centers in your body. And so create an herbal tonic with like a bubbly water, or if you want or you can use like a plant milk instead if you want more of a creamy vibe, and just put a bunch of ice in it. And yeah, like, so when I would make lavender tea, I would love adding cinnamon. Like lavender chamomile with cinnamon is a really beautiful mix. And so play with it, but especially as we're moving into fall, there's just so many beautiful drinks we can enjoy, and you still feel like you're treating yourself. Also, turmeric lattes, or like I'm gonna start making them again because I love them in the fall season. So either iced or hot with cinnamon and black pepper. These are just some of my ideas that I want to share with you guys as far as like what we can drink instead of alcohol. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I'm sending you so much love and power and healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.